Let me get started. Piccolo. Get the green light, Piccolo. All right, all right, all right. Piccolo. Hi, let me get started. Let me get started. One time, one time. I hope you're doing good out there, wherever you are, on this beautiful Friday. There we go. Peace, 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 peace. I'm Rami Salamel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Oh, well, shoot, it's a little before 9:30. Anyways, you'll run into it. Cryptocurrency and NFTs, Moore's Making Money, episode 2. Um, this is a really big conversation. I just want to let you know right up front, we not finna give you the whole breakdown of what cryptocurrency is and what NFTs are in this video. Um, that's a much larger conversation. But what I will say is if you are watching this, especially if you're more, but whoever you are, and you would like to contribute to the discussion, reach out to me, iamhhtemple at gmail.com, iamhhtemple at gmail.com, or just drop your information in the comment section, and so that we can build and perhaps get you to, have a video interview discussion that we can bring back to the larger community so that everyone can benefit from the conversation. What I will say, though, is that we do need to be informed and educated about what cryptocurrency is, about what NFTs are. Um, if you don't know what those are, I'll at least get into the definitions. You know what I mean? Let's just get to the very basic definition of what cryptocurrency. And I also say that I'm not a crypto guru. I'm not an NFT guru, and I also am not finna give you investment advice or financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. All that. Hey, check it out. That's not me. But what I will do is provide some guidance, man, and some wisdom uh, that Noble Drew Ali dropped off on us that I think is very important, especially in these days and times. Uh, Real quick, What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital currency that can be used to buy goods and services, but uses an online ledger with strong cryptography to secure online transactions. Much of the interest in these unregulated currencies is to trade for profit with spec. Well, that's an opinion. A little bit further down, cryptocurrency is a form of payment that can be exchanged to the many companies. Yeah, okay. But a digital currency that can be used to buy goods and services. That's a nice, succinct definition. And an NFT is a non-fungible token. Let me break this down, and I'm gonna drop the links into the comment section and the description after this. NFT. NFT stands for non-fungible token, which means it can be neither replaced or interchanged because it has unique properties. Um, Digital asset. An NFT is a digital asset that represents internet collectibles like art, music, and games with authentic certificate created by blockchain technology that underlies cryptocurrency. Unique in that it cannot be forged or otherwise manipulated. NFT exchanges take place in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Um, that's just a brief definition. Uh, Thank you for that. Thank you. Peace, peace, peace. Martell McCoy. I appreciate that information. I got in the game a couple years ago. I'm pretty knowledgeable on the subject matter. Let me know if you want me to share any info. Complete Human TV. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely shoot me an email or just drop your information in the comment section. I'll get it. We can definitely connect. But just so I'm staying focused, cryptocurrencies and NFTs. We need to be educated. We need to be informed about it, whether to invest in it or not. Um, what I would like to say is, on an individual level, that's everyone's choice. Um, everybody's situation, financial situation, and obligations is unique. So I can't give any advice in that respect. What I will say in regards to Moorish Americans, I mean, true Moors out here, um, I want to look towards, well, what did Noble Drew least? What was he talking about? And it's a beautiful quote. Money doesn't make the man. And it says, money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and a nation. I'm going to say that one more time. Money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and a nation. Power. That's a key. Oh, man. Oh, man. Power. Because when I think about cryptocurrency and I think about NFTs, amazing opportunities. You know what I mean? Amazing opportunities. And I think we would do a disservice to ourselves to just ignore those opportunities, ignore the opportunity to educate ourselves and possibly invest um, in those currencies and in the NFT space. However, those is run off of electricity. You know what I mean? When you think about cryptocurrency, you're thinking about digital, NFT, digital. Do we have access to power companies? Can we start a Moorish power company? Do we have a Moorish internet company? A Moorish server, company, database, network server company? Because a Moorish computer IT company. Do we have all these things that will be necessary to help make those transactions possible, to sustain ourselves in that space? Do we have true control in that space. That's something that we need to educate ourselves more in. But I can see just from the real basics, since it's dependent on other aspects. As important as that is, what about land? Before we talk about investing in digital currencies and cryptos and NFTs and this internet reality, what about the reality? Are we investing in this reality? Do we have land? Have you invested? Let's say you wanted to invest $5,000 in cryptocurrency and $5,000 in NFTs. Have you invested 10,000 in land yet? If so, for sure, you got it. You know what I mean? You doing your thing. I haven't. So me personally, I said, man, as great as that is, I want to make sure that I have something tangible. You know what I mean? Something that I can invest in and see the cryptocurrency. It's in the ethos. You know what I mean? The NFTs is in that digital reality, and the rules and the regulations could be changed just like that. If you know anything about the tax laws and the IRS, yeah, man, I ain't gonna get into all that. But I think about that. I also think about what Noble Drew Ali said in terms of having an emergency fund, right? That if you're a part of the Moore Science Temple of America, every temple should have, as in current today also, an emergency fund. Now, back then in 1928, the emergency fund was $1,000, right? Well, boom, you can go online and you can check out, it's a website called dollartimes.com, and you can put in a value of money and set it at a certain year, and you can see, what that amount would be today. $1,000 in 1928 would be $15,000 in 2021. Let me say that one more time so you really just catch what I'm saying. The emergency fund that was established, you were supposed to have established in 1928, of $1,000 for every temple. In today's currency, that would be $15,000. So I ask all of us, do we got 15,000 tucked away? If you're the head of your household, do you got 15,000 tucked away in your savings for your family? If you don't, my suggestion, just my humble suggestion, maybe let's build that fund up first before you start investing in cryptocurrency or NFTs. Just a thought. Just a thought. That it's an emergency fund. It's a particular reason why that fund was established, in case of emergencies. Um, what was the other thing that I was thinking about? Also, man, and this is especially important considering what's going on with the economy and the different industries. Noble Drew Ali was said to have told us that we should have 3 months of food supplies stored away, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to. I believe that's what he said. If it wasn't 3 months, excuse my error on that. But it's a statement from the Oral Statements and Prophecies regarding Noble Drew Ali, and it was said that he said we should have uh, some food. I just say some food stored away in case of an emergency. So I also say, okay, maybe you don't have 15,000 tucked away. That's a lot of money, for some of us. Have you invested in food? Maybe not 3 months supply of food. What about 1 month supply? Have you invested to have that tucked away? Where you got, beans, rice, canned fruits and goods, a bunch of water for a whole month. If God forbid, something happened, an earthquake, a storm, some sort of catastrophe, and things were shut down for a month. Have you invested in that? If you haven't, like I got I got a couple cases over here. You know what I mean? I got a couple bags of rice. I got a couple cans, you know what I mean, beans in there. But I need to do. Matter of fact, I'm actually finna go to the grocery store in a second with my mom. uh, my point is, maybe we should focus on investing in that, making sure we're secure in those things before we move towards um, putting substantial money down in cryptocurrency or NFTs or others or stocks, et cetera, investments like that. Um, and I just go back to what Noble Drew said in regards to money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man in a nation. And I think it's really important that we realize that regardless of the money, we got to get back to principles and standards. You know what I mean? And operate off of that, regardless of the opportunity to make millions. Don't be blinded by that. You know what I mean? And I wanted to close out with a chapter from the Quran because it talks about money in here. Yeah, it talks about money in the Quran, Circle 7. Hold up. Wait, it talks about money? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, this is not you know, with all due respect, it's not about being poor, but it is some wisdom in that. I wanted to just share a couple lines. And this is from chapter 27 of the Quran, Circle 7. Um, the chapter is titled The Holy Unity of the Rich and the Poor. In line 1, it says, "The man to whom Allah hath given riches and blessed with a mind to employ them right is peculiar favored and highly distinguished. He looketh on his wealth with pleasure, because it affordeth him the means to do good. He protecteth the poor that are injured. He suffereth not the mighty to oppress the weak." And it goes on through a whole bunch of other aspects of uh, someone who has money and is using it the right way. Um, I wanted to highlight a line right here that's important though. It says, line 13, "But the curse of iniquity pursueth him." Oh no, excuse me. Line 9 first. "But woe upon him that heapeth up wealth in abundance and rejoiceth alone in the possession thereof, that grindeth the face of the poor and considereth not the sweat of their brows." Um, and then further down it says, um, "The curse of iniquity pursueth him. He liveth in continual fear. The anxiety of his mind and the rapacious desires of his own soul take vengeance upon him for the calamities he brought upon others." Um, this is a person who is just caught up in getting money. You know what I mean? Just caught up in, I'm trying to be the wealthiest and I'm just trying to get money for me and mine. And that's all it's about. Um, it says, "What are the miseries of poverty in comparison with the gnawings of this man's heart? Let the poor man comfort himself, yet rejoice, for he hath many reasons." And it breaks down different reasons why people who are poor should be appreciative of the situation they're in. That they don't have a bunch of people that are dependent upon them, following them around, that they always got to pay for. That they don't have a bunch of people soliciting them. You know what I mean? Always trying to get something from them, always trying to sell them something. That they don't have, um, man, it broke it down like that they don't have. His table is not crowded with flatterers and devourers. You know what I mean? You poor, you can sit and eat your food in peace. You ain't got a bunch of people at your table, you know what I mean, trying to kiss you feel me, trying to get stuff from you. And then to close out, it says, "Let not the rich therefore presume on his riches, nor the poor in his poverty yield to despondence. For the province of Allah dispenseth happiness to them both." Um, and that's just to close out and say that there's aspects to being rich or wealthy, that's amazing, and and it's noble and righteous, and it's also aspects to being poor, um, that you can appreciate, this fulfilling. Oh, matter of fact, let me read that last line. Right here. For in regards to the poor, he limiteth his desires with humility, and the calm of contentment is sweeter to his soul. The calm of contentment is sweeter to his soul than all the acquirements of wealth and grandeur. That's a deep line. The calm of contentment is sweeter to his soul than all the acquirements of wealth and grandeur. You know what I mean? And just to close out, I've been around some rich people. You know what I mean? I've been around some people with some money. And I've listened to interviews of other people that, are wealthy and have a lot of money. And I always catch them saying how, man, I had so much fun when I didn't have anything, when I was just poor and it was just me and my partners and we had to split a meal together. We had $10 to split a meal together between four people. And I think back to the days when, me and my partner, we had $5 to go up to Wendy's, you know what I mean? And we split in the soda and two nuts. Anyways, my point is that um, there's aspects of being quote unquote poor or without money, that we can appreciate. So don't just be super down on yourself if you're in a situation where you don't have money right now, where you know where things is rough. Find something to appreciate about that perspective and appreciate about that space that you're in. And also, if you do have money, just be mindful and hopefully you're using it for righteous reasons and to help uplift people, um, and to not just be greedy and just all about yourself. That's all I have for today. Again, if you are super knowledgeable about cryptocurrency and NFTs, I will be doing some further videos about each of those to teach us a little more about those spaces and how to be involved and invest in opportunities in that. Um, so reach out if you do have more information, especially if you're Moorish. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Emergency fund. Save some money. If you don't got an emergency fund, start one. If your temple doesn't have one, tell your grand sheik or your sheik you need to start one. Um, yeah, and move with love. Yeah, I mean, especially on this Friday. Um, yeah, move with love instead of hate. Love is the key. Love is the way. Um, oh my goodness. Oh, and I'll close out with this. Uh, Especially Moors in these days and times, we have to do our best to put our best foot forward, represent ourselves in the proper way. So if people are antagonizing you, if people are uh, doing things to uh, try to get you to come out your character, try to get you into your lower self, don't fall for the bait. Do your best to stay in your higher self. Uh, do your best to walk with love instead of hate. Yeah, I like that. Peace. Much love to you. Keep shining.